Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Tyler from Podcast Now, and today I'm going to show you who Rey's parents are. If you have watched, or if you have not watched, Star Wars The Clone Wars, there is an integral relationship that Obi-Wan had to the Star Wars saga. Obi-Wan, even though it's never said, it's shown, and it's believed, that Obi-Wan loved a woman named Satine. Obviously an alien, doesn't matter. Satine had a sister named Bo-Katan, who was like a bounty hunter. Now, Satine was killed by Darth Maul for revenge on Obi-Wan, and Darth Maul killed Satine with the dark saber. Dave Filoni, who is the Star Wars Clone Wars and the Star Wars Rebels director, said that a character in Star Wars Rebels named Sabine, she's the one who wears the bounty hunter outfit and has the different colored hair every season. Dave Filoni said that Sabine's mother witnessed Vizslas? I don't know, I didn't say that right, but it doesn't matter. The assassination of that guy I just said, and was in the room while it happened. Now, there's only one woman that was in the room while it happened, and it was Bo-Katan. So, Satine was killed by Darth Maul using the darksaber. Satine's sister is Bo-Katan. Obi-Wan loved Satine. She's now dead. And that means that Bo-Katan also lost her sister, who she loved. In the latest episode of Star Wars Rebels, named Voices and Visions, the darksaber, Darth Maul is in the episode with Ezra, and they get a vision of where Obi-Wan is. They both do. And they use the darksaber to, help them. And Sabine shows up, and again, Sabine has colored hair, and she has different colored hair every single season, so you actually don't know what her real hair color is, and she wears a bounty hunter outfit. Now anyways, the dark saber is used, and when towards the end of the episode, as Ezra, Kanan, and Sabine are leaving, the dark saber calls to... You don't hear anything, but you can see that something causes her to turn her head and go over and to pick up the darksaber, and she brings it with her. Now again, Darth Maul killed Satine, so it's possible that there's a connection within the darksaber to Satine, which I believe would be the aunt of Sabine, meaning that Bo-Katan is her mother, and I believe that Obi-Wan and Bo-Katan got together, had Sabine, and when you take Sabine, it's a lot like Satine, not to be confused with the cracker. It's a lot like Sabine, but you can replace the T with a B, like in Bo-Katan, also like in Ben Kenobi or Obi-Wan. And Sabine is known as Ren. That's like another name that she has, Ren, so it's kind of like Wan. So Bo-Katan wears a bounty hunter outfit. Sabine wears a bounty hunter outfit. She customized it herself, just like her hair. But I don't think it's just a coincidence that they both wear a bounty hunter outfit. I also wouldn't be surprised if Sabine's hair color, her actual hair color, is red, like Bo-Katan's. Sabine doesn't know who her mother or her father is in the show. And it was said by Dave Filoni that Sabine is going to become, in this current season, season 3, so probably when it returns, Sabine's going to move up to being like a secondary main character, where before she was just like a supporting character. She didn't really matter, she was just there. So I find it strange that they would take a supporting character who doesn't really matter, but go in depth in origin in a way, like of her adopted father and stuff. And I find it weird that they would make her the second main character if she didn't have a reason. And it's just funny that now what the show is moving towards is finding Obi-Wan. So I believe what's going to happen is Obi-Wan is going to recognize her, since using the Force, as his daughter. And then what I believe is what's going to happen is after episode 6, we'll probably find out in episode 8, after episode 6, Obi-Wan, Ghost Obi-Wan, probably will tell Luke to find his daughter, who would be Force sensitive because of him, find his daughter Sabine, and together they can start to like rebuild the Jedi Order. So, who I believe Rey's parents are Luke Skywalker and Sabine Wan, basically, or Sabine Kenobi. For Rey, that makes Rey's grandparents Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi, which would explain why she is so powerful. And another thing, too, that a lot of people have noticed before, because I know a lot of people think that Obi-Wan is connected to Rey, and this, I believe, is how, because, as I said, there's a clear connection that Obi-Wan has. He does have a relationship, a loving relationship in Star Wars The Clone Wars, and I don't feel that they would just do that for no reason. There has to be a reason that they did that, and there has to be a reason they're including him in Star Wars Rebels, and they brought the Darksaber over and all that stuff, and the Darksaber killed her aunt and all that. There's got to be a reason that they did it all. And Rey in The Force Awakens uses the Jedi mind trick well, and Obi-Wan, that was one of his signature moves, where Anakin really never used, actually I don't believe Anakin ever used the Jedi mind trick. He was a good pilot though. So Rey is actually has both traits from Anakin and Obi-Wan, and I find it strange that Obi-Wan would tell Rey in The Force Awakens that, Rey, these are your first steps. And why wouldn't it be Mace Windu? Why wouldn't it be any other Jedi? Why wouldn't it be Anakin Skywalker? Or Luke? Or why would it be Obi-Wan? There has to be a connection there. So that is why I believe that Rey's parents are Luke Skywalker and Sabine. Her grandparents are Bo-Katan and Obi-Wan on one side, and then obviously Anakin Skywalker and Padme Amidala. If you agree with this theory, or if you disagree with this theory, please leave a comment below and give us your thoughts. Like this video. If you dislike this video, please provide a reason why you're disliking this video, and subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for more videos.